Good morning. I wanted to talk to you about one of the things that is most important in my life and in my business. And it's one of these things that's kind of in the background that a lot of people don't pay attention to, but it is one of the greatest things. It creates the container for me to show up in all of my wisdom and all of my brilliance to bring that to my business, my team, my clients, my community. And it is just that, it's community and specifically sisterhood. Right? Isolation is where we play small. It's where our villains and gremlins get the best of us. It's where we stay stuck in our habits. But when we can connect and collaborate and co-create together, that's where we're in the flow of our magic and our brilliance. And it's inside this sisterhood, specifically for women to women. It's inside this sisterhood where we can rejuvenate, we can reflect, and we can really bring forth our best full self. And there's three things I want to share about sisterhood and why it's so important, creating this container in your life and in your business. The first is because when you're in this community, when you're in sisterhood, you can witness others on their journey and you can reflect back to them where they've come, what they've overcome, how far they've expanded. And they are also witnessing your journey. There is something very powerful when someone else can witness your journey. Vulnerability and transparency is where authenticity is rooted. And that's where this greatness lives. And that's where we really get to tap into our best selves. So we can be inside this amazing sisterhood, this community. We can witness others, and we can allow others the privilege to witness our journey as well. The second thing that I want to share with you is when you're inside this sisterhood and inside community, you're on this, like you're in a group of like-minded, like-spirited people. We're all on this same path. In this particular community, we've all chosen business as the way in which we're going to evolve to our next greatest self. It's the way in which we're doing our gifts and our callings in the world and helping others and creating that impact, right? So inside this community, we're all on this path to create successful businesses, whatever that means to you. And when you're inside this community, there are those that are farther down the path than you. They've been at it for a little longer. Maybe they're moving a little faster, whatever it is. And with those people, we can be inspired. They give us hope for what's to come. They give evidence of what is possible. And that is so important to help keep us going and keep our own momentum going. And then the other cool thing is when you're in your spot, there's always people that are not quite as far as you are down that path. And that, you know, that old saying, what you want to learn, like if you want to learn something, teach it to somebody else, model it for somebody else. So for these people that are newer on the path than you, you're able to model and teach and support them and coming along on the journey. So you've got both of these directions that you get to be inspired by, you get to inspire others, and that really helps us to keep our own momentum going. And the third thing that I want to share with you about community is something that one of my mentors shared with me, and when she shared it, it changed everything. It's because you are, what is that? You're the sum of who you surround yourself by or something like that, right? And inside your community, inside sisterhood, there's 5 specific types of people that you want in your community. Some of you have heard me talk about this before, but I cannot say it enough. And those 5 types of individuals, the first are the true believers. They're those that just, when you are at your worst, and you're face down in the mud and nothing is going right, they are cheering you on. They believe in you, they love and adore you, and they know you're going to get through it. True believers, got to have some of those in your corner. The second one are the way showers. They show you the way. Those people that have been on the journey a little farther along than you, they're your way showers. They've paved the path. They know what's coming. They know the pitfalls to give you a heads up. They share resources so it's a little more fun and easier on the journey, right? As a coach, you're a way shower for your clients, right? That's why they come to you. The third one is messengers. Now, these are people that have very specific insight, intel, information about how you navigate the journey. As a coach, you're also a messenger. As a coach, when you get into the nitty-gritty, we have this, what we call directive coaching here, where we're doing coaching and we're also doing consulting, and sometimes just flat out telling. It's like, you just need to know this on your journey of creating a successful business. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to make sure you're equipped with it, right? So in that moment, I'm a messenger. I'm giving you a specific piece of information. Got to have those messengers so we know how to traverse that path. The fourth type is confidants. These are your sisters, man. They got your back no matter what. When something awesome happens, they're the first ones to show up. When something not so great happens, they got your back. They're there to stand for you. They're there to be your voice when you have lost your own. You borrow their courage when you can't find your own. But these confidants, they are through thick and thin. No matter what, they're on this journey with you. It's nothing like having confidants by your side, locked arm in arm, so you're not going it alone. And then the last one, the fifth one, is most interesting. This one surprises people when I tell them this. They're like, no. But it's true. And they're the naysayers. Now, sometimes we can't source motivation from inspiring places, and we can't be inspired on our own. And some of the greatest points of inspiration is from our naysayers. When somebody says, you can't do that, or what are you thinking? And you get your hands on your hips and you're like, oh yeah, watch me, right? And then it's this greatest source of information where we source something from inside ourselves that we didn't know was possible to prove them wrong and prove ourselves and our true believers right? So the naysayers, now we keep them at arm's distance. We don't want them to get too close because it kind of gets funky in our energy, but we want to have them around so that they motivate us to get out of our comfort zone. They motivate us to prove ourselves right, show them wrong, and be more than we could have ever imagined on our own. So this is the power of community, and specifically woman-to-woman sisterhood. And that's how we've designed everything. Our programs are designed like that. Our live event coming up in a few weeks is designed like that, to really reflect that sisterhood in the community and how important it is as business owners, as entrepreneurs, pursuing our dream. We have to have community. We have to be immersed in community. We have to be involved and engaged in community. And that's what you'll experience at Lifestyle Live, right? We've set it up and designed the whole experience. You're not just going to come and learn from me. You're going to be engaged in a community and feel what it's like to be inspired, to collaborate, to connect, to co-create with each other on your way to success. So you've got the opportunity. You can still get tickets. They're still available. You'll see the link below. Claim your ticket. I want to see you inside this community so that you can bring all of you to your business. And I want you to comment below. How are you integrating community into your business on your path? Or maybe you're not. Post that below too. But I want to hear how you're doing community in your world.